Hi, my name is Kat. I'm a tech enthusiast focused on business intelligence and product management. I recently just got a new Mac and I had to reinstall all the software and programs that I've been using for work. And I've had a few friends asking for support on how they can get started with doing data analysis using Python. Obviously, the software and the programming language that you need to use also depends on the type of work you need to do and also what you're required to do. So right now, I need to install libraries as well as the software that I've been using for this specific project I'm working on. So I thought, why not just create a video about it? So let's get started. I'm going to install the Python package first and the Jupyter Labs. Just a quick background on the Jupyter. It's an open source interactive web tool that you can use to combine coding, explanatory text, and media resources. I personally love using Jupyter because I can use it not just for Python, but also for other programming languages. So you can actually install Python using two ways. So one is using python.org. So python.org. So you can install Python here. But by default, there is already an existing Python installation on Mac, which is Python 2.7. And that version of Python is no longer being used since January 2020. So in order to upgrade, you can do it in here in python.org, or I prefer to do it using Homebrew. So Homebrew is where I can manage my apps. And just to give you a quick overview on how you can install Homebrew, you can just go to brew.sh right here, and then copy this and then install it on your terminal. In order to find your terminal, just go to Launchpad and then look for terminal and then copy and paste Homebrew here. So I already have my Homebrew installed. It takes around 2 to 3 minutes, maybe more, to install Homebrew on your Mac. You can also do it in a different way using python.org, download it, open the package, and then, sorry, I'm using two desktops, and then just follow the instructions right here and just click on continue and until you successfully install the latest version of Python. As I mentioned, I already have Homebrew on my Mac, but now I want to install Python. I'll go to the terminal and I type brew install Python. This will go to the brew repo and grab me the latest version of Python. So once this is done, it would install it on my path, and it would also install pip on my Mac. With the installation, we would also have the pip installer. The pip is a package management system used to install and manage software packages written in Python. Now that this is installed, we can do pip3 list pip3 because the latest version of Python right now is a Python 3.0. 8. Now you can see all the libraries that you have so far. And the next step is for me to install Jupyter. You can read through the pages of Jupyter here to learn more about its features. And to install Jupyter, you can also do it in different ways. So you can install it using Conda or Pip. So right now I'm going to install it using Pip. Let me clear this terminal first. And we can just follow the instructions here. So I'll do pip 3 install Jupyter Lab. Okay, now that we've installed Jupyter Labs, the next thing that we want to do is to install Jupyter Notebook. As I mentioned earlier, Jupyter is where you can combine coding, explanatory text, and other media resources. So Jupyter Notebook is under Jupyter Labs. It's an open source web application that allows you to create and share documents that contains live code, equations, visualizations using Matplotlib, and narrative text. So let's try and install Jupyter. You can also do it in 2 ways. If you've installed Conda, use Conda. If you've installed Pip, use Pip. So let's do Pip 3 install notebook. Okay, I hope that works. Now that we've installed notebook, let me just double check what I wrote. Pip install notebook. Okay, great. Now that we've installed it, we now can run our notebook. In order for us to run it, let's type this command, Jupyter notebook. Now we've successfully installed Jupyter in our device, we can now start doing different projects. So the uses of this Jupyter notebook includes data cleaning and transformation, numerical simulations, statistical modeling, data visualization, machine learning, and much more. It's actually like a very, very powerful open source web application, which is why I really, really love it. And I might just create a new video talking about just Jupyter, but just to give you a quick overview on what it looks like. So you can create a new file, a Python 3 file here, or you can create a new folder wherein you can drop your files in there, Python files in there. So if you can see here, you can choose to code or just do an explanatory text. So like, let's put, this is my Jupyter project. And then we can code print. This is just an example. Hello world. If you're working on a project where you also want to explain the codes or your data visualization at the same time, you can use Jupyter as your open source web app that will allow you to create and share documents that contain live codes, equations, visualizations, and narrative text. And that's it. Thank you for watching my video.